everyone, I hope you're feeling motivated and ready for a fantastic show today. Welcome to Divya Tusnial Show, where we are all about embracing a healthier, more active lifestyle. As they say, success is all in the mind. But what if someone who's successful at whatever she sets her mind on? Today's episode is extra special because we have a star whose life has been a transformational journey of unconventional success. So let's get started with another incredible episode of Divya Tusnial Show. From sprint races in school to calisthenics and mountaineering, she has done it all. A topper in computer engineering to being one of the pioneers of Indian calisthenics who has represented the country at many international coveted calisthenics events. Please put your hands together for none other than incredibly talented Srushti Shah. Hi Srushti, how are you doing?
Hi.
So
Good,
nice
thank
to have you on the set here. Looking at your inspiring journey, I feel that I should try calisthenics. Hope you can guide me with a personalized plan after this show, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it too hard or difficult or anybody
No, I
can
think you will manage.
manage?
Yeah.
That's a lot of confidence you're giving me. Now take us to your life journey maybe so let's go ahead with that. Hey Srushti, many people in our audience do not know enough about calisthenics. Can you please tell us a bit more about it and how is it different from other forms of fitness?
Right. So calisthenics, thoda bhale naam thoda difficult hai, but it's very simple. It's just simple body weight strength training instead of using weights. There's a lot to calisthenics. You have weighted calisthenics, you have freestyle, you have endurance, and you have strength. So basically more about body weight rather than using external weights. So pull-ups, push-ups, muscle-ups, handstands. So that's all about body weight.
So you don't need any equipments in calisthenics?
No, we need a bar. If you have a bar, that would be a good one. But otherwise, you can get started without anything.
So when somebody is traveling and wants to practice it in a daily
That's the best form. That's the best form. In fact, it originated in the jails where jailers or military people didn't have anything when they were away from their camps. So that's how they used to train all body weight.
Okay. So when did you first hear about the word calisthenics? I mean, at what age?
I didn't know what was calisthenics. Like I was still doing body weight strength training, but I didn't know that it's called calisthenics. So around 17, I started my workouts, but around
2017.
Yeah, 2017. Okay. But I got to know about calisthenics just 2 years past that.
So what fascinated you so much in calisthenics that you went so far ahead?
So calisthenics was never the plan. It was mountaineering. मुझे कुछ courses करने थे mountaineering के जो इतने difficult होते कि लोग complete नहीं कर पाते. तो वो इतना hyped up सुना था मैंने कि बहुत tough होता है. तो उससे मैंने strength training शुरू किया और मैं हमेशा ऐसे ही body weight strength training prefer करती हूँ. I don't prefer lifting weights. So that is how I got into calisthenics. And ऐसा होता है ना, एक बार वो कीड़ा चढ़ गया तो you keep going कि अच्छा मुझे अभी push up आ गया तो और push up करने, pull up आ गया तो और pull up करने. So that's just how I just kept going with the flow. And
so there's so much more to calisthenics than what you're already doing, or there's some kind of level which you achieve and then there's nothing beyond that?
Yeah, so there's always something beyond. Every level has some or other moves that you can always perform. But there's no particular level. So as you start with basic strength training, then there's something called as freestyle. जहाँ पे acrobatics होता है जो हम gymnastics में देखते हैं कि लोग इधर से swing करके they are doing flips and tricks. So once you build basic strength, then you go on to freestyle. So now that is my main sport. Like freestyle calisthenics is my main sport.
Okay. Who is your coach and guru and what were you training like?
So I am my own coach.
Really?
So yep. So in calisthenics, since it's a very new sport, there are not a lot of coaches who are ready in India. And females में तो कोई नहीं है. We are just the pioneers of calisthenics. So yep, I have just learned it on my own, searching up things. I do have mentors whom I train with. Like they are all men and we train together because there are hardly any females doing calisthenics.
Okay.
So yep.
So that's so uncommon among the women here in India.
Yet.
But how about it in the Western countries and all? Is it more popular there?
It is popular, but it is still a male-dominant sport even in the Western countries. But we do have females, but again, they are limited.
Okay. So do you think the popularity of calisthenics is just a social media trend right now, or is it truly a sustainable thing for long-term fitness?
So it is a sustainable thing because as we saw in COVID, everything took up, like everyone wanted to do calisthenics, everyone wanted to work out at home. So it is sustainable, but also because everyone can do it, it's turning into a social media trend.
Yeah, it's actually cool. Cool is the word. So is calisthenics more prone to causing injuries compared to other forms of exercise like yoga or Pilates?
if not done, like if you don't focus on the basics and directly get into the advanced skills like say handstand without learning how to fall from that, then yes, definitely it is injury prone that way.
Some people argue that calisthenics is not a real workout compared to weightlifting or traditional gym routines. How do you respond to critics who say body weight exercises are less effective?
I would tell them that let's try out some stuff before you say that. But yeah, it is an alternative to your weighted workouts. But if combined, it will be a really good combination.
So there's a constant and continuous argument that CrossFit is just glorified calisthenics with weights. Do you agree or disagree? I want an elaborate answer on this.
I think you guessed with my smile. So it is always a fight between calisthenics and CrossFit when it comes. So,
but CrossFit is a part of calisthenics.
It's not a part. It's a different
section
sport.
Of calisthenics.
No. It's a different sport. CrossFit is a different sport. It is more about high intensity, and it is like a lot of exercises combined, more of functional training. I have done a little bit of CrossFit earlier also, so I'm not supposed to say anything against it. But then it is always like we keep the form in calisthenics. We keep it a little more stricter in. CrossFit, there is a lot of swinging and then doing the pull-ups. That is the most laughed about.
अच्छा हमको आप एक बात बोलो तो घर में आप बोल रहे हो कि आपकी मम्मी योगा believes in yoga, right?
Yeah.
तो मतलब who wins in the house? CrossFit, yoga, calisthenics. मतलब कौन किसको प्रमोट कर रहा है?
हम सब कुछ ना कुछ प्रमोट कर रहे हैं ताकि सब आगे बढ़े.
मतलब सबको हैप्पी रख रहे हो?
सब क्लाइंटल को मैनेज करना है हमें. जिसको योगा चाहिए आ जाओ, जिसको कैलिस्थेनिक्स चाहिए आ जाओ.
नहीं मगर जीतता कौन है लास्ट में अगर ऑन द डिनर टेबल?
I win, I would say. Why not?
Wow, that's nice. मतलब आप योगा को win up कर रहे हो.
Yeah.
I can say like that.
Okay, you are putting me into a spot now. But everything combined is a good result.
So can calisthenics be combined with yoga in that case?
Yes, so it is also about floor. So even in yoga, we have handstands, headstands, which is also a part of calisthenics.
Okay. So it basically goes in tune with each other.
Yes, definitely.
Is there a specific diet or number of meals that you follow to maintain the physique and your very impressive biceps? Maybe 2.5 किलो का हाथ है आपके पास शायद. आप तो ब्लेजर पहन के आए हो. मतलब इंजीनियरी लग रहे हो अभी तक.
थोड़ा सबका टच आना चाहिए.
नहीं मगर तो हम लोग को 2.5 किलो का हाथ भी देखना है. Oh my God, the final moment has come in now. सच्ची में 2.5 किलो का हाथ है. जबरदस्त है. Very proud to see you like this. So proud for you. और आप डाइट भी बताओ ताकि सबको.
So diet, I am the last person you should ask about diet. So I am a Jain, so I don't eat non-veg, I don't eat eggs, anything. I don't eat onions, potatoes, anything. And so I am a live example that we can survive with just a vegetarian diet or a Jain diet. And you can build muscles with that too. And with so when it comes to diet, a lot of people just start asking about supplements. I am not someone who takes any of these supplements. I just have a little bit of plant protein, but that too I started recently.
So nothing goes waste as we were talking about, because whatever you studied for your engineering, you are applying it as a coding thing. Magar, I also hear and understand that you were a bright student and you got selected off the campus for Morgan Stanley, which is a much sought of college for most of the students up there. So when you actually decided to leave your job, what was the reaction in the house?
My parents have been very supportive from the start itself, and that is because I was earning more than the job already, because I was already coaching since lockdown. So even before I joined my job, I was financially stable myself. So so leaving a job was not a very tough decision for me in terms of financial.
For calisthenics, which is not not so recognized in India, they were all right about you leaving a recognized job from Morgan Stanley and then coming up there.
Yeah, so
उसमें कोई hiccups नहीं था?
नहीं, they didn't have a problem because उनको पता था मैं कुछ ना कुछ कर लूंगी पूरे. मतलब हमेशा से ही मैं हमेशा like कुछ ना कुछ I'll figure out myself. It's not like I'll take something as a barrier. I'll always, if there is a challenge, I'll always fight to that. I'll get out the best of that and I'll make it. So I knew that. So I was pretty confident. My family was pretty confident about that.
So you said that you were already established with your calisthenics income, as in you were training. So when did you start with that?
So that was in 2020 when lockdown hit. A lot of people were asking me if I take training. So I thought that was a good opportunity. I never thought that I would actually train. So basically engineering मैंने किया as a backup option. If मैंने कहीं पे mountaineering में हाथ पैर तोड़ दिए तो I still have something to do. So yep, so that is why I did engineering. So that's
So basically, you're a girl who always has a backup plan.
yeah, I am backups of backups of backups.
So calisthenics का backup क्या है?
Calisthenics का वापस engineering पे चले जाएंगे.
अच्छा वापस चले जाएंगे. मतलब everything is there on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
जब जो मन हुआ pick कर लिया.
Pick कर लो.
Since you are so confident about switching from one career role to another career role, so you must be financially very independent by now.
Yeah.
So how are you saving for your future? Like, what do you think is the importance of insurance and saving or covering your risk? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think insurance is an important thing. If जैसे मैंने बोला कभी भी मेरा हाथ पैर टूट सकता है. So of course having an insurance is a very important thing in our sport.
So what message do you want to give to the audience or all the young generation out there as a bit of saving from the early stages of their income earning?
Yeah, I think it is 100% important because जैसे अगर COVID कैसा situation वापस आ गया और आप save नहीं कर रहे हो तो I don't know how you'll survive. It's not just what is in the present. You have to think about the future. I think it's a little missing in this generation, but I think yeah.
I think they've become more pro also. I mean, it's not missing so much. I mean, compared to the generation just which went by. So they're more pro about saving every penny of money which they're earning.
And हमारा Indian mindset होता ही है like our mother saves so much always that वो हमारे अंदर भी आ जाता है.
Talk about a गुज्जू mother.
वो हमारे में आ ही जाता है that we want to save something for the future.
So that's a good message which you have passed on to others. It was indeed a great achievement to represent India at the internationally coveted street workout and freestyle calisthenics events including street workout Ultimate Battle 6 in Spain and the Calisthenics World Championship in Latvia. So how was it holding the tricolor in your hand? What kind of experience was it?
It is a childhood dream come true and it's a surreal experience. Everything just blanks out and I am there with the flag. I don't know what is going on and it's just living in the moment and it's amazing. It's
Did you
just
ever
goosebumps.
imagine that you would be holding the flag on that level in an international country?
That was always a
representing India?
dream. So I was imagining, but then I made it into a reality and yep, I was there.
मतलब वो सोचने से ही मेरे को लग रहा है कैसे sensation. मतलब you're holding the flag.
And everyone is like from a different country, no one from India. We are the only one. Like I was only the one from India in the SWAB Spain Championship, and holding out that flag single-handedly was.
How did you manage the sponsorship? Who sponsored you?
So calisthenics, as we know, is not a very well-recognized sport. It's not like a government-recognized sport yet. So there was no sponsorship from brands or governments. It was a self-sponsored trip.
Why do so many engineers end up chasing their dreams after securing a corporate job? What inspired your shift from engineering to calisthenics? Was it influenced by movies like Three Idiots, which depict engineers successfully pursuing their passions?
So देखो मैं तो गुजराती हूँ तो business तो मेरे खून में है,
तो खून में घुसा हुआ है.
खून में घुसा हुआ है. So yes, I always wanted to do something of my own, but it is good to get a good experience in the corporate, which is why and it's not that I don't like coding. I do like coding. I love the logic part of it. But yep, I am using all that I've learned in this coaching business, also having my own app, website. So yes, it is useful, but I always wanted to do something of my own.
So Srushti, can I ask you if you have ever endorsed a supplement?
I have just endorsed protein once, whey protein, and another supplement that was doctor recommended because I had some night cramps and like it's a hereditary thing in our family. That's magnesium. So yep.
Okay, so when you talk about plant proteins, have you incorporated it in your daily diet or something?
Yep, I do consume plant protein, but that's just like I'm trying to get regular with it, but somehow I just consume it 2 or 3 times a week and then I forget about it.
Okay, so I mean not very disciplined about it, but I mean याद भी नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि चल जा रहा उसके बिना.
हाँ, वैसा
like
हो जाता
that.
है. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think in a typical Bollywood action movie, instead of burning cars and actors flying from the helicopters shown as an action scene, we should rather add in some of the calisthenic inspired moves or action?
Yeah, definitely. I think it is already starting. If you see Akshay Kumar, he does handstand push-ups everywhere. Then if we see the recent movie Chandu Champion, इसमें भी weighted pull-ups करे हुए देखते जा रहे हैं. So I think the actors, when they are taking the shots, they are including that, but the fight scenes are.
मतलब वो fly नहीं करके calisthenics करके भी जा सकते हैं क्या?
नहीं, calisthenics हाँ मतलब that becomes मतलब वही देखना है अभी तो ठीक है देखने दो, but yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about your online coaching company, Grip It, and the initiative you have taken, Calisthenics Girls India? So you were talking about some community that we should all get together. So.
Yes. So as we see, like when I want to compete, there are very few females that are doing calisthenics, and we don't have enough opportunities because of that. Say there are 20 males, but we just have 2 females participating, जिसकी वजह से हमें opportunities ही नहीं मिलते. So that is why I, on my own, started something called as Calisthenics Girls India. It's a community where we organize meetups and workshops and competitions where it's just the females coming in together and working out. So even when I'm practicing, I'm always around the men working out together. But when you have someone to work out together like a female, it makes a difference, and that is why this community started.
So how did you come across all those girls or women who wanted to do calisthenics, and how did you form the community? When did this start?
So it started around Women's Day in 2020. So
okay. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, it's been 4 years. Okay. A lot of people knew me because of the social media and YouTube, Instagram. So a lot of people used to reach out to me. So just by posting more on social media, like we have a meetup here, so all the females come in. So they do turn up. So it's always, it's not that they're not working out, they're not doing calisthenics. सब कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो जब competition के लिए आता है तो they get a little intimidated. Because it's still at a beginner stage. Not everyone is at a very good stage right now.
Okay.
कि बहुत ज़्यादा fresh, बहुत ज़्यादा नया young sport है. So that was the main problem. So we took out something for the beginners and the intermediates rather than the advanced athletes.
All right, Srushti, we have covered some serious ground, but now it's time to lighten things up and have a bit of fun. Welcome to the Get Quirky with Divya segment. Ready for some rapid fire questions and a peek into your fun, quirky side?
Yep, let's go.
Engineering, regret or applaud?
Applaud.
Okay. What's the most annoying question you get asked as a calisthenics expert?
Can I start at XYZ age?
So what is the real answer?
You can start at any age.
Yeah. Have you ever skipped a workout because you didn't feel like it?
A lot of times.
So you're cool, very chilled about it?
Yeah, I just listen to the body.
Okay. Have you ever trained someone who gave up too soon and you thought has a potential?
Yeah, I think so.
So you didn't motivate him or her to come back?
We try, but then when it comes to online, there is a limit that we can put to.
So Srushti, what's your take on steroids in the fitness community?
I have not come across someone in calisthenics or around me, and I don't consume steroids, but I think it's popular on the other side of the sports where it's very famous, like bodybuilding and stuff. I'm not really sure now.
Okay. So do you think weightlifting is overrated compared to calisthenics?
Yes, it is.
What's your opinion on cheat days? Necessary or just an excuse to binge?
It's just an excuse. So I think, I don't know, I don't have specific cheat days because I have everything. I don't focus on a lot of things.
Daily, you mean to say?
Kind of.
Ye wrong message tha. Tell us one of your craziest blooper stories.
Okay, I have a lot of falls every other day. Okay. But I think one was where I got my hair stuck in one of the moves. Like I was grabbing the bar और मेरा बाल उसमें ही बार पे ही आ गया. So that was painful, but yeah, that was one of the.
So who helps you when something like this happens?
We just come off the bar.
Okay. What's the most unethical thing you've ever seen in the fitness industry?
I think these supplements, a lot of hoax around that. कि ये खाना चाहिए, वो खाना चाहिए. I don't know, yeah.
Okay. So can women be stronger than men in calisthenics? Yes or no?
Biologically, no. They can be stronger. In fact, they are stronger than the men in a lot of aspects. But again, that level of strength, I think no. Because the testosterone is low in the women.
Okay. So muscle up or handstand?
Okay. Muscle up.
Okay. So which is your favorite holiday spot, or how do you chill out?
In the mountains.
Of course, I knew the answer. That was a wrong question altogether. All right, Srushti, ready for the grand finale? So we have some fun challenge lined up for you. You will show off your skills and then we will ask our viewers to join in. Today's challenge is to show the most advanced move you mentioned.
Challenge accepted.
Wow. I can't believe what I just saw. You're a chota packet, bada dhamaka, for sure.
Thank you.
Try this challenge yourself and don't forget to tag Srushti Shah and Divya Tusnial Show on your reels using the hashtag Divya Tusnial Show, hashtag challenge accepted. Let's see what you've got. Thanks, Srushti, for sharing your amazing approach towards life and calisthenics with us today. We've got something for you, a cool poster from the show. Mind adding your signature to make it extra special?
This looks amazing.
This looks so much like you. Thank you, Srushti, for joining us on the Divya Tusnial Show Season 2. It was great to have you here. You've really inspired all the youngsters out there with your incredible journey.
Thank you so much for having me. It was an exciting conversation.
Same here. I'm sure all the audience out there is popped up after this conversation from Srushti Shah. That's all for this episode, folks. Keep challenging yourselves, stay motivated, and tune in next time for more inspiring stories and expert guidance right here on Divya Tusnial Show. Until then, take care and remember, our motto, stay healthy, be wealthy. If you enjoy the content on Divya Tusnial Show, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Also check on the audio version on Spotify. Thanks for watching and I will see you soon in the next episode.